guys, it's Mackenzie. Welcome back to my channel. So today I have kind of a different video. I just sat down to clean and prep all of my newly sourced shoes and accessories to take photos of. I like to just get everything very presentable before taking photos, and I thought I would kind of bring you guys along, show you some of the products I use. I get a lot of questions about how I clean shoes, and just kind of show you my process with preparing them for photographing and then going into my inventory system. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and just get into it. I'm going to show you the products that I use now. So these are clear acrylic inserts for the shoes. I will show you how I use these in a little bit. They just kind of hold up the sandals and heels and kind of show you, they give the buyer a better idea of how the shoe actually fits, because it's like, you know, these kind of act as like a foot basically. And then I also use these Armor All leather wipes. I use both the leather care and the cleaning wipes. And these are, I use these on like the bottom soles of the shoes, like tennis shoes and stuff, just to kind of clean them up a little bit. I will show you how I use everything as I go. Next, we have my Holy Grail shoe product. This is Dr. Martens Wonder Balsam. And this stuff I swear by. It really conditions your leather no matter how bad the leather is. If it's super dry, this will bring it back to life. And once again, I will be showing you how I use this. Next, I have just this plain eraser. This is nothing fancy, but a lot of my thrift stores will write prices in like a waxy red crayon, and this gets that off. I just kind of rub. If it's like a rubber sole or even a leather sole, sometimes this will take it off. And then next, these are the only two products that I don't have linked down below, just because I'm not a huge fan of them and I don't link anything that I'm not in love with, but I do still use them sometimes just because I have them. This is the Kiwi Stain Eraser, and it kind of helps with you know, if you just kind of have some minor like scuffing to suede. It says removes shiny marks and eliminates stains for suede and nubuck shoes. So I will use this here and there, but it's definitely not a go-to product for me. And I also have this kind of suede cleaning brush, which I have used. You can tell it's been used, and I really don't reach for this as much either. I do pull everything out when I'm cleaning though, just in case I want to use it. And then I just have a torn up old t-shirt that I use as kind of like to dust with before I clean. And I also have my box here of these I use as like shoe stuffers for like boots and stuff. It's basically just thrift store bags from when I forgot to bring my reusable bags to the thrift store. I save the plastic ones that they give me and I just use them as shoe stuffers. So I reuse all plastic. I don't waste plastic. And with that being said, let's get into the cleaning. Okay, so our first pair of shoes that we're going to be working with are these men's Fry suede shoes, and they're in pretty good condition. You can tell they just are kind of shapeless. So I'm going to loosen the laces a little bit and add some shape to them just with the plastic bags I was just mentioning. And that already looks so much better. You can tell. Then, you know, you just kind of spruce them up a little bit, pull the laces through, and tie them. And these are a little bit harder to work with because they are a suede and not, you know, a smooth leather. So I will take the suede eraser, and if I see like there's a little bit of a spot right here, is this focus? Let me see if I can get this. There we go. I will just kind of buff it out a little bit, dust it off, and you can tell pretty much goes away. Fry shoes usually have kind of a distressed look to them. So these look pretty good. So I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of leave those as is. I don't really like to do a whole lot to shoes that have a manufactured distressed look to them, just because, you know, that's part of the look. And we'll just stuff these. Once again, tighten the laces. I found these at the bins. It was very exciting. I've actually never sold men's Fry shoes before, but women's Fry shoes sell very well. So that is pretty good. Just give them a little bit of shape. Yeah, looks good. Okay, so next pair, we'll move on to these women's Fry. We'll do all the Fry boots I have right now. Now, these also have an intentional distressed look to them, and so I don't want to mess with that too much. If you can tell, the leather, you know, is uneven. It looks like it has a patina to it, and these are in excellent shape, and I can tell that because this line here, this bottom line to the boot, there is little to nothing taken out of it, which means that they were not walked on very much. So that tells me that the worn look to these is mostly all manufactured. Now, I will sometimes go in with my Wonder Balsam on just kind of the important points to the boots, like the toes and around the back heel, but I'm not going to do much to these because I want to kind of preserve that intentional manufactured distressing. You can kind of tell that these are designed to have a burnished look to the toe, but there is some scuffing there. That's the lighter parts. So I'm just going to take my Dr. Martens Wonder Balsam. It comes with a little sponge here. You can tell I have been cleaning shoes. Just kind of dip a little bit. A little bit goes a long way with this stuff. Let me focus on these. And I'm just going to kind of very gingerly add this to the toes and kind of buff out some of those scuffs that were not originally there. And you can tell that kind of just brings back the burnished look to the toes. And this is going to dry. It does look a little bit darker right now, but this will dry and not be so dark. But yeah, I'm definitely not going to do the whole boot. I will kind of do, if I see any just kind of like parts that look like they stand out a little bit, I'll just kind of quickly run over those. But these look really, really good. These were also a bins pickup, so very exciting on those. I will show you how they dry so that you can kind of tell what the boots kind of go back to, the color that they go back to. But this right here will really just kind of make them look brand new. So that's great. So yeah, that's all I'm going to do for these. So we'll put these over here. And our last pair of Fry shoes. I think, obviously the last shoes were women's, but I think a man just donated all of his nice leatherwear shoes because I found these and the other Fry shoes on the same day. So these, you can tell, do not have a manufactured distressed look to them. They're just an all over even toned leather. So I will probably just lightly go over all of this shoe with the leather conditioner. I'm going to first stuff the shoes to kind of show how they look when on. and lace them up. These are really nice with the leather laces here. Oh, I see. Okay. Tie them. Okay, so see, that just kind of gives it a better shape there. And now we will go in with just a light amount of leather conditioner. So I'm gonna go into the toe here. Condition that, and just kind of anywhere that looks just a little bit dry, this back heel here. And that's pretty much it. Just a light dab of this stuff really goes a long way. So yeah, see how much more shiny and just kind of overall condition these look. And then I am probably going to take one of my cleaning wipes and I will just go along the bottom sole. If I really wanted to get this clean, I could go in with a magic eraser and make them look virtually new, but I don't think that's really necessary. These are, these are just kind of a comfort shoe. They don't have to look brand new. And like I said, with Frye, any wear you add to Frye shoes really just kind of blends in because they are designed to have a little bit of that worn look to them. So yeah, there we go. So that's those. Just do the same thing to the other shoe. Just a quick little pass with the leather conditioner. Once again, kind of clean them up. And then take our cleaning wipe and just kind of go over any obvious marks. Okay, so that's it for those. Next we have these splendid buckle sandals, which these really don't need anything. They are in pretty good shape, so I'm just gonna move those. We have these Allbirds, which once again I will just kind of stuff these shoes. Just to give them more of a shape. Lace them up. I think these are like a high top Allbirds. I haven't seen the high top ones before. These were actually also a Ben's pickup, and I think I tied them just a little bit too tight here. Let me see. You want that Allbirds logo to be kind of showing. Okay, so that's with the stuffing. Have the shape showing, and these just have just some kind of surface dirt along the side. So I'm just once again going to go in with my leather wipe, clean them up a little bit. Nothing fancy. And these are actually washable, so you know, the buyer can just throw them in the wash when they get them. I think a lot of people kind of keep that in mind when they're buying Allbirds. So these are actually in amazing condition, which is pretty exciting. I don't know if you guys, if I say it very often, but I do have a men's closet where I like to list all of my men's stuff. So yeah, really great condition on these. And I'll do the same with the other shoe. Alrighty, so there is the other one. Next, these Badgley Mishka shoes. They're in pretty okay condition. I don't really need, there's not much I can really do with these. They're like a satin shoe, so I'm just going to leave these as is. I will add in the shoe insert just to kind of make them a little more, see, it just kind of shows you how they sit on the foot. It's just an extra presentability, just an extra touch. I've said it before, but I always think it's a great idea to give buyers the best idea of fit as you can, and I think these really do that. I'm not someone that is really comfortable modeling my shoes, so that's where these come into play. Okay, next we have these little Uggs. I know some people out there are really good at cleaning Uggs, but I am not. I've actually never sold them before. I don't even really know what to do. Maybe I think I'm gonna try to, yeah, I can just wipe this dirt off the back here. And these are actually in pretty good shape. I don't really see too much going on with them. They are a suede exterior. Yeah, so that just comes right off. Just a little bit of surface dirt on them. So happy with that. It's a little bit here. You want to be careful though, because suede is kind of, what's the word? It's easy to mess suede up. Looks like there's just a little bit of some kind of surface dirt to the edge there, and that's actually more of like a cloth edge. So I'm just taking my cleaning wipe, trying to get that off, but I'm not too concerned about that. These are toddler shoes, so you know they're going to get messed up. This, I'm not sure what that is, but once again, doesn't look like too much of an issue. So these are pretty much good to go, I would say. Next, we have these Cole Haan sandals. They're like a suede sandal. The suede does have a little bit of kind of fading to it, and there's not much I can do about that. But I can take my suede eraser and just kind of try to even out the suede upper. The back here, which is genuine leather, looks good. I don't think I really need to even condition that. Once again, just kind of even out that suede. There's some dust. This is where my old t-shirt comes in. I just kind of wipe the dust off. Same with this one. And honestly, I don't think there's much else I can do with these, so I will go ahead and add in the shoe insert here. Okay, next up we have these espadrille sandals, and I remember they have some dust on them, but I remember these having a little bit of surface dirt there. So once again, I'm just going to take a cleaning wipe and just kind of wipe that off. You'd be surprised how easy it is to just kind of take a cleaning wipe to stuff and just take it off. As you can see, that's coming out pretty well. And is that a spot also? I think that's just in the kind of jute. And these honestly look really good. I think these are maybe like new. So once again, I'm not going to do too much to these. I don't even know if these really need a shoe insert. Let me see. We'll go ahead and add one. Okay, so there we go. Next is this cute little evening bag. How precious is this? I think I'm just going to add some stuffing to this. I'm running out of stuffing over here. Just a little bit to kind of give it, once again, a little bit of shape. We have a fossil belt here, and I will just kind of, with leather belts, I will just kind of go down the belt, and if there's any dry spots or scratches to the leather, I will just, you know, run my Doc Martin sponge over, and they pretty much disappear. I swear this stuff is like magic. So that's good. And coming down to our final pieces here, we have this pair of suede boots. Once again, I'm just going to stuff these. Give them a general look over. They do have some peeling to the inner heel here, but you know, there's not much I can do about that. Sometimes I will kind of trim it a little bit. You don't want to pull on it though, because that can just start taking it off the rest of the heel. This is when you have a faux wood heel. So if you can see under that, there's like a plastic material, and then they just wrapped this kind of faux wood covering to the heel. So, you know, a lot of brands will do that. That's when you know that you have a really, really high quality shoe, when you have a genuine wood block heel here. And these look pretty good also, so I'm not going to do much to these. And I think lastly we have this leather carpet backpack, which I think just has some surface dirt. It's like mud. So once again, just gonna take my cleaning wipe to this and just kind of get that out. This job is a lot of elbow grease, patience, elbow grease, and determination are what makes a reseller. So yeah, just gonna clean this off. It's like, so yeah, there we go. That's cleaned off. And I'm gonna wipe the bottom off. It's a little bit more on this side. Okay, so now that it's clean, I'm going to add, once again, some stuffing to just kind of show its shape a little bit more. I think this, okay, so yeah, see how you can just kind of see how much it can carry there. So that's that. And I think that's it. I was going to show you guys how these Fry boots, the toes, see they're back to, they're dry now from the leather conditioner, and they're kind of back to their, you know, manufactured look. They don't have the scuffing on the toes, but they still have, you know, just kind of the worn in look to them. So that's those. So I think that concludes this video. I have everything ready to take pictures of. I'm gonna go do that before it gets too late in the day. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this was helpful. I will have everything, all the supplies that I used in this video linked down below if you guys, you know, want to order anything or if you need anything. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I will see y'all soon. Bye guys.